Today's English word is engrossing. Engrossing. Now, as you listen to the story, see if you can guess the meaning of the word engrossing. It was about 10 p.m. at night, and the children were all gathered around the bonfire. It was their first camping trip. And as they were sitting around the campfire and eating s'mores and talking, one of the kids suddenly screamed, "Ah!" and looked around. Everyone paused. "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And the kid said, "I heard something in the woods, and I think it may be a wolf. I'm so scared." And so all the kids started screaming, "There's animals out here. There's wolves. We're going to get eaten." And the kids started screaming. And then the camp counselor stood up and said, "Everybody calm down. Calm down. There's nothing out there." And then they heard, "Ooh, ooh, I heard something." And the camp counselor said, "Guys, calm down. It's okay. Hey, I'm going to tell you guys a story." They said, "A story?" The camp counselor said, "Listen, just pay attention to the story and everything will be okay." So the camp counselor, his name was Bob. Bob said, "Years ago, there was a young man. And this young man was tall and strong, and he lived his life to help other people." And Bob continued to go through the story and describe the individual and tell them more details about how the individual lived. And the story was so engrossing that the children completely forgot about their fear. You could see in their eyes that they were completely locked into Bob's story. Every part of the story seemed more interesting than the previous part, and it was the most engrossing story they had ever heard before. No longer were they thinking about wolves or animals coming to get them or anything else. They were all focused on the story that Bob was telling. And then Bob said, "The end." And the kids said, "Wow, that story was amazing. I was only focused on your story, Bob." He said, "Yeah, I like telling stories like that. It's a pretty engrossing story, right?" "Yes, Bob, it really was." He said, "You forgot about your fear, huh?" They said, Oh yeah, we did. We were so focused on what you were saying." He said, "Mission accomplished." And all the kids started laughing. Did you catch the meaning? Maybe you were engrossed in his story as well. Let me tell you the meaning of the word engrossing. Engrossing means very interesting and needing all your attention. You can't focus on anything else but what you're focusing on right now, like this video. Hopefully this lesson is an engrossing lesson. All right, so let me break down the meaning of, the pronunciation of the word, and then we'll get to an example sentence. So again, the word engrossing, it is a long word, but it's not difficult to pronounce. Again, engrossing. So I actually only want to focus on the S sound in the word. In our previous lesson, we went over the g sound. But right now, I want to go over very quickly, just as a reminder, the S sound. Remember, in order to make the S sound properly, the only thing you have to remember is to let your tongue, the tip of your tongue, touch the roof of your mouth. But you're going to drop it down just a little bit in order for air to pass over your tongue in between the roof of your mouth and the tip of your tongue. So you're going to do this. S. Yes, remember the S sound is just like a snake, the sound a snake makes. So again, S. Excellent job. So the entire word again after me, engrossing. Good. Last time, engrossing. Excellent. Very good. Now, let me give you an example sentence using this word. Here's the example sentence. It's an exciting, engrossing, quiet, and emotional story. Again, it's an exciting, engrossing, quiet, and emotional story. Again, it holds your attention. Just like I try to hold your attention as I'm teaching you English words every day. Makes sense, right? Now, I need you to remember I'm teaching you these words, and they all come from our daily English vocabulary, book number 8. So, in order for you to follow along and practice even after this lesson with the worksheets and with the audio files, all you have to do is go to www.dailyenglishvocab.com. Get book number 8, and it will include all of the audio files, worksheets, and practice sheets you need to use what you are learning. And I'll talk to you next time.